Hello everyone, Gunnar here, and I wanted to do one of these vlogs. It's been a little bit. Basically, just time got away from me, work got away from me. There was a lot going on, and it was hard to kind of do the things I wanted to do. But no more excuses. We're just going to kind of get right into it. You may have noticed some work done on the YouTube site. I created a Facebook site. I have a Twitter that I've had for a while, but I haven't really done anything with it. You've noticed there are some new logos and everything set up for the pages. Redid some of the Twitch channel. A lot of stuff has been done the last couple days to get it prepared for really getting starting back up, which will be tomorrow, or by the time you're seeing this, today. Most likely somewhere around 11 o'clock. It's where I'm hoping. I'm not sure I'll stream all day, but I will pretty much be streaming to kind of get all the kinks and everything out. Because obviously, as you can see behind me, Overwatch is coming. Really big event, both for just the kind of the video game community as a whole, and I'm sure it's going to be a streaming monster. It's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's something that's going to be a lot of fun. Took a week off from work. Figured since I'm going to be playing the entire time, I might as well be streaming it. I'm going to start getting in the habit. If I'm playing games, I'm just going to stream. The big thing for it that we're going to do. It comes out 7 Eastern time. But I actually have a prior commitment. I have a game day that I have with friends until about 9-ish. So I'm probably going to jump on at 10 o'clock. This also kind of gives like a 3-hour window where the servers will most likely be in a state of flux. I'm hoping not. I really, with any release, you hope it goes well, but there's a possibility that it may not. So giving it kind of like a 3-hour leeway kind of gives it some time. I don't feel a lot of pressure to have to be in there right at minute one. I'd love to, but at the same time, I'm also pretty practical about it. It's very possible that it may not be there. So I'm going to come on probably around 10 o'clock on Monday. Probably play till I get tired, but probably most likely like 2 o'clock because on Tuesday there's a big event. And what I mean by big event is I'm going to try to do a 24-hour stream. This is to help promote the stream, of course. But I figured, what the hell? It's been a long time since I've done an all-day type thing like that. What a better time to do it. Really excited about this game. So what the hell? We'll start at 10 a.m. on 10 a.m. on Wednesday. There'll be some breaks. And what I mean by breaks, food, get up, walk around. Maybe 15-minute breaks to do, just to kind of, so I'm not sitting in a chair for 24 hours. That'd be terrible. But the stream will be live for 24 hours, or as long as my internet holds out, which I hope it will. It's been much steadier lately. I don't think I'll end up having the problems I did with Street Fighter when I was trying to do that. It was very frustrating and actually put me off of trying again until I got some things sorted out with the cable company and also with my own equipment and everything. So I'm hoping all that's sorted out. For Overwatch, our focus really at the beginning is going to be playing supports. I think it's obviously going to be helpful for new players and everything to have somebody there that can help support them. And I also think that it's what fits me best as a player. We'll probably playing Halaz and Yada, especially on attack, on the attack side. For defense, probably we'll be playing a Mercy if some other support is available. Actually, probably not. Yeah, on defense maps, we'll probably be a Mercy. On kind of King of the Hill, it will probably it may also be Zenyatta too. I think. I keep forgetting the other guy's name. The one that the sound guy. I can't think of his name at the moment. I don't know, but he has the heal that kind of stays up the entire time, or you can change to movement speed. Why am I having a hard time with his name? It's bugging me. But anyway, probably would actually play him on more King of the Hill type maps. And then also Symmetra, I would probably play if there's already another support character out there on a defense map, most likely, because I think she's really good on defense with the way she can do turret placement um, and her teleports, but not necessarily in other game types. I think she's pretty situational, but other times she's really awesome. But I wouldn't want to play her as a main support. I'd rather have a Mercy out there. And here's why I use Zenyatta on attack is he actually has some really good damage and stuff. But on attack, I can kind of move positioning as the team moves in a sort of way. Whereas defense, I don't feel he's great on a defense spot. Better to have a Mercy heal people up and just go from point to point. If there is somebody else that wants to play support, I'm going to go ahead and let them play support. I'll play something else, probably a tank or a defensive person. That's basically where I'm going to be at, though, for a majority of my gameplay, and that's where I'm going to focus when we first start playing. Offensive characters, it's not that everything gets offensive characters, but I think everybody, especially at the beginning here, where people are starting the level up process, are going to be like slamming their Widowmakers and Reapers and stuff like that. That it's like, I want to kill everybody type deal stuff. Let other people do that. I'm going to try to help out the team and actually try to play as a team and push objectives and the things that actually makes the game that it is. So that's our plan for Overwatch. The plan for the rest of the week. So let me kind of roll back here to tomorrow Sunday, and kind of go through all the way through Memorial Day because I have pretty much every day off through there. So Sunday we'll start at 11. It'll be kind of on and off most of the day, mostly because I want to make sure I got tweaks and everything ready to go for when Overwatch hits on Monday. Monday would be 10 p.m. I may stream earlier in the day with something else while we're waiting for that to come up, depending on what timing is. Although I'll be probably spending a lot of the day trying to do a lot of errands and chores and make sure that everything's kind of in place. So when we do the 24-hour stream on Tuesday, I don't need to get anything. I don't need to run out for food, water, drink, whatever. I got everything ready to go. And of course, we just said 24-hour stream on Tuesday. Wednesday, let's see. If we get down at 10, I probably want to sleep for a good 5-6 hours minimum. So I don't expect I'll be on until about 5. I think I said it was either 5 or 6. I said on the on Twitch for my schedule, and I'll probably run that till about midnight. Now that one's not going to be kind of a hard timeline in the sense of I may not go into midnight. It all depends on how I feel, how tired I am, and everything from doing 24 hours. But we definitely will cut off at midnight no matter what, just so I can get a lot of sleep. Thursday will be a 10 till about 10. I think 10 a.m. till about midnight too. It all kind of depends on again how long I want to go for. I may stop in the middle and then come back on and then go until 2 a.m. Friday will be probably up until about 5 or 6, and then I have commitments after that. Saturday I probably won't start until about 6 or 7 and run to about 2 a.m. Sunday again, we'll probably run from 10 to whenever I can go for 10 a.m. And then Monday, Memorial Day, I will run till about 10, but I will not go past 10 p.m. because I have to get ready to go back to work. I actually have a new position that I'm going into when I go back to work, so I kind of want to make sure I'm well rested for that. So every single day we're going to be streaming. Once we get back into the work schedule, once Monday comes, one of the nice things is with my new position is that I don't have a night rotation anymore. There may be the occasion where I may have to work some hours on the weekend or late hours. That it's few and far between, but it's something that does I just want to at least mention out there. But as far as a night rotation, like I used to have every 4 weeks, I think it was by the time I left this position I'm at now. It really threw things off. It made it really difficult for me to find a rhythm, or to want to find a rhythm. So I've been kind of waiting for a job change to kind of settle in where I'm more of a steady 8 to 5, so I can really set up a constant schedule. So I'm hoping on days which pretty much not Mondays and not Fridays, so it'd be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Probably running some sort of streaming until about 10 or 11. streaming on Saturday evenings until the later hours of the early hours of the morning, like 2 to 3 a.m. And then on Sunday, running from like 11 till 10 o'clock at max. But those would probably be my longest days, will be probably on Sunday. Almost like 12-hour streams on a regular basis on Sundays. So that's the plan. We'll see how that goes. At minimum, if I'm playing video games, I'm just going to stream it. That's the way it's going to go. We'll hopefully have a very set schedule soonish. And that's the kind of the plans. We'll look to kind of continue to update all the socials and everything a little bit more frequently. Any bit is more frequent than what's been going on. But actually start using them, actually start getting the word out. Also, I think the other major thing I want to do is start getting a video, some sort of video intro for the channel before doing all my videos. I have what I want to do. I have some music. I have my logos now. The only thing I'm really needing at this point is just the video software to put everything together in a way that I like. I don't want to use any kind of built-in Windows stuff right now. So let's at least find something I can use on the cheap to kind of at least get started, and then once we kind of go down the road and hopefully some help as we build a community and maybe get fortunate enough to either have ad revenue or donations. One of the things I'm looking to improve is get something like a Sony Vegas or something like that for video editing, and hopefully we'll have some more content. Plans on that front, actually, while I'm thinking of it, as we're wrapping up here. Everything is mostly going to be Twitch based. I might have like these vlogs from time to time, like once a week, about how I felt things going, or what things are coming up on the channel as far as like events or things that we're trying to do to improve the channel. YouTube wise, I probably won't do anything other than maybe post some highlights of streams if I find anything like that, and also I don't really want to get into guides and everything like that, at least right now. It's going to be pretty tight on time to begin with in the first place. Basically, my stream time is going to be the only time I really have to do. But that might change once I get some video editing software that I feel comfortable with and so comfortable working with, where I can lay down a soundtrack very quickly, cut together some highlights, and be able to do like a quick voiceover on that, lay it out, and be able to do it in a timely manner. If I can't do it in a timely manner, it's not going to work, and really cheap products and stuff like that doesn't make that work very easily, because then I'll have to encode it afterwards and then upload it. And all that stuff is very time consuming. It's also resource consuming. I only have this PC that we're recording on now, and that's another thing in the works that I'm hoping to beef up this computer and get a separate dedicated streaming computer, so I can do streaming or on it, or encoding or uploads and everything on that, so I'm not bogging down gaming while that's going on. So hopefully I can be doing two things at once, and hopefully be a little bit more efficient, so I can start bringing stuff like guides and things other than just repeat highlights from Twitch. So and just these vlogs here. So we'll see how that goes. Those are the plans in the future. I know based on kind of the way I approached Street Fighter 5 when it comes out, that kind of seems a little in the sense of reliability, but I'm really hoping that we get a rhythm going, get things moving forward, and then hopefully we can move from there. And things are set up in a much better state now, work-wise and life-wise and everything like that, where I feel like I can actually do that. So, which is basically what I've been waiting for before coming back and trying anything. I didn't want to have to try again and then have it come back off again, and then I didn't want to go back and forth like that. I want to make sure that if I could do this, if I felt like I could do it, I can dedicate to it, and there wasn't going to be anything really getting in the way of it. So we'll see how it goes. This week is going to be a lot of fun regardless. Overwatch, I've been waiting for it since they announced it at BlizzCon, and first time anybody heard of it. Just thought it was a crazy idea for Blizzard to do something like that, and played in the weekend closed beta and a little bit in the open beta, and it's super fun game, and I'm looking forward to really going crazy on it. For tomorrow's stream too, which I didn't really mention earlier, which I should have. Just gonna be playing some random stuff. I've been getting into the Civilization type games recently. Just happened to watch. I've been watching Unit Lost. I don't know if you guys know that channel. Unit Lost is a channel which one of the guy, kind of a conglomerate channel, but really is this one guy right now, and he has been doing a lot of Overwatch guides on specific characters, and they're great guides because they're short, they're sweet. They're more about not like, okay, this person has this ability and that ability and whatever, and this is what it does. It's more of, I played a lot of these characters. I played them for a long time. This is how you should play them, for this type of map, and this is what they're really good at. This is what they're really bad at, and in a nice, very simple, easy format, with gameplay over, voiceover gameplay over the top of it that looks great. Very easy to follow, and gives a very good, solid foundation for, like, okay, when you're playing, this character, like when you're playing, Mercy. Mercy's actually a lot of fun, going back and forth, healing people up, giving them extra damage, how much the extra damage is going to do for you, things like that. Symmetra, not Symmetra, Zenyatta, which is the one that I really want to main really hard. It's a very difficult character because of the fact he has a low hit point pool, but he does have 100% of his 150 hit points is shield, so that recharges a little bit faster. How you want to play, watch your positioning and play back a little bit. But you can do a lot of damage with his Discord Orb, so he's very much a more aggressive style of support, but he still does support very well. Very hands off. As soon as you throw the Harmony Orb, they're going to get healed up, and you want to make sure to put those on the right targets at the right time. But you're going to have a lot of time to also find targets to put Discord on and actually try to take out. Anyways, long and short of it, I'm kind of doing my normal ramble thing here. He had, I think maybe from 2 years ago, maybe he and another friend of his was doing a kind of playthrough of a Civ 5 game as the British Empire, and it's hilarious. It was really funny. Just happened to stumble upon it, and it was like, hey, that would make me get out Civ 5 and play it. But of course, when I play something, I gotta kind of understand how to actually play it right. I always felt like I was playing this more SimCity style, where I was just basically like building cities, building stuff in the cities, not really building military units when I should build military units. Maybe not selecting the most optimal things for social policies and things like that. And basically just being a mess. And I really like to do my homework before playing a game and really setting down anyway. So I found another YouTube guy and streamer, Filthy Robot, who's been doing a lot of Forex type games and is really good at it. And he had a lot of very lengthy, very detailed guides on particularly multiplayer Civ 5, which was not that I'm going to be playing any multiplayer Civ 5. I'm really just playing single player, but they do apply, maybe not 100%, but they do apply pretty well against the AI opponents. And learning about whether to go tradition or liberty as kind of like your social policy start, what that means. Tradition, you only have like 4 core cities. With liberty, you're going to spread out a lot. Also, like playing a little bit more aggressive early, maybe to either take over city states or a weak opponent early. Kind of get a timing push to get out enough units so you can kind of easily absorb one of your opponents very quickly and easily in the beginning, specifically when you're playing like something like a Liberty start where you have an early to mid game advantage. Anyways, so I've been really getting into that. I may play through one Civ City game tomorrow and then spend the rest of the time playing Battleborn. Kind of depends on the Civ City game goes. If I have some really bad start within the first like half an hour, I may like restart it. But I'll probably play through one playthrough and of course, if there's time left in the day, then I'll be playing playing Battleborn. But the reason why I'm also choosing Civ 5 first is it's very easy for me if something goes wrong or I want to make some tweaks on the stream. I can just do that very, very easily, very quickly, because you know, once you take your turn, you got pretty much all the time in the world to kind of, before you start doing another turn. There's no time limits, so it's very easy when you go, oh crap, I should do this. Oh crap, I should do that. Also, if people end up popping in and out during the stream, we can have a chat. So, okay, enough of that. We've done the 20 minutes of Gunnar ramble time. That's what's going on. That's the plan. I hope you all can join me, and I hope that I can show that I can do something in a more regular format. Just trying to pare it down. Let's just get the streaming down. We'll worry about the YouTube content later. But we'll keep up these vlogs probably once every 2 weeks, I'm thinking. Something like that. I'll definitely do one after, towards the end of my week, Memorial Day. I'll have another vlog on Memorial Day, just to kind of be like, how'd the week go? How did the week felt? What we're going to do different, what kind of things I can look forward to doing as far as like socials and things like that, and did we kind of get anybody in, and how that did. So really looking forward to it. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.